What's up everyone, Cool Capper here. Thank you for stopping by for another video. I appreciate it. Today, we're going to talk vocal recording hacks. Now, these are all things that I use in either every single session or I have used at some point throughout my last 18-year career as a producer to solve some problems, and I think that you will get something out of every single one of these. Okay, so hack number one. I always use a different microphone to record background vocals that I do to record lead vocals. So I choose a lead vocal mic based on the character of the singer and the sound that I'm actually after, and then I make sure to use something different for all the harmonies, doubles, stacks, and basically what this does is it just lets all the vocals fit together a little bit better. Now my preferred vocal mic for background vocals and harmonies is the Shure SM7B, one of the most famous microphones of all time. Links in the description if you want to check it out. Actually, links in the description for everything, so go hit the links in the description. But one of the things that I really like about using a different microphone, specifically this one, is that it's a different EQ curve. It's a different vibe for the vocal. And so that way the background vocals all have a different character. This microphone in particular helps set things just back a little bit, and it helps things blend into the mix a little bit. SM7B or whatever other microphone you have for background vocals than your lead vocal microphone. Vocal recording hack number two. If you're struggling with sibilants and plosives on a singer and you just can't quite get them under control, one of the things that has helped me in the past is to take a pencil, just a regular number 2 pencil, and get you a rubber band and put that pencil right in the center of the capsule, just like that, and rubber band that thing in there. What this can do is this can help separate the air around the capsule. This is not an end-all be-all trick, but it has saved me sometimes when a pop filter was just not enough. Vocal recording hack number 3. When you're doing vocal stacks or gang vocals, or whenever you're trying to emulate a crowd or something, make sure that you change your position from yourself to the microphone for each take. So maybe your first take is right here, maybe the next take you're way far away. I'm going to throw up some examples here on the screen right now, and basically what you're doing is every single take you're radically changing your relationship of your position to the position of the microphone. And what this helps do is it helps automatically set into recording, burn onto tape, into Pro Tools or your DAW of choice, the distance and position from yourself to the microphone. This makes it much more realistic when doing crowd vocals or gang vocals, or sometimes even just stacks and harmonies. Okay, vocal recording hack number 3. We're getting a little psychological on this one. Never say anything negative to any singer ever. Figure out how you can get a singer to do what it is you'd like them to do without pointing out the flaws or telling them not to do something. Always tell a singer to do something and never tell a singer not to do something. And this really goes for pretty much every musician that you would ever have in the studio. The idea is you want to manage their headspace and keep them feeling confident, keep them feeling like they're doing a good job, because you'll get better performances out of a singer that's feeling confident as opposed to a singer that is very unsure of if they're doing the right thing or if they're doing good. And so let's say a singer doesn't enunciate well enough. Maybe they're kind of mumbling. Instead of say, hey, don't mumble. Stop doing that. Maybe you stop and you work out the very specific words and syllables with them that you'd like to help them enunciate better. You never point out something they did wrong. You always give them ideas, things to try that will make them better. And what this does is it just keeps them in a good headspace, and you will get better performances out of them because of this. The next vocal recording hack is a little bit more psychology. If a singer is singing too loud and you'd like them to soften up a little bit, and sometimes you can't get them to do exactly what you want by instructing them, turn their mix up, turn their vocals up in their headphones just a little bit, and their vocals being louder in their headphones will automatically make them pull back and sing quieter. And then the same is also true in reverse. So if a singer is singing much too quietly, too softly for what you want, you can just turn their vocals down a little bit in their monitor mix, and it will automatically make them sing a little bit louder with a little bit more power. All right, these next two I talked about in my last recording hacks video, but a dedicated vocal recording hacks video wouldn't be complete without the inclusion of these next two things. In addition to your pencil trick to try to control plosives and sibilants, one of the things that helps sometimes on singers, if you're having a lot of sibilants with the S's and the T's and the K's and whatnot, sometimes if you take the vocal mic and you just rotate it a little off axis like this, not super far, I over exaggerated on that, but if you just rotate it 20 degrees, 15, 20 degrees. Sometimes on some singers, this will help mitigate the sibilance just enough to make it not just cut through the mix. Now this next one is something I've been instructing singers to do for probably 10 or 12 years. So for those of you that don't know, every microphone except Omni pickup pattern microphones has what they call a proximity effect. And what a proximity effect in layman's terms is the closer you get to a microphone with your mouth or to the source that you're recording, the closer you get, the more low end a microphone has. So this is called proximity effect. Obviously, the further away you get from a microphone, the less low end a microphone has. Now, what's interesting about this is almost universally, singers, when they sing high notes, they get louder, but their voice also gets thinner. So the higher they go, the thinner they sound. But what do most singers do when they sing high, loud notes? Well, most singers pull off the microphone. They do this live, and a lot of times it's built into their brain. It's just a habit, and so they do it in the studio. So you see a singer, they're singing, and then when they hit that high note, they do this and they pull away. What is way better than that, if you can get a singer to do it, is when they hit that high note, coach them to just move off axis, just rotate to the side a little bit. What this does is this helps control volume on those high notes, lets the voice kind of slide past the microphone instead of being directed straight into it, except you're maintaining the exact same distance, so your voice isn't getting thinner because you're going higher, in tandem with the microphone sounding thinner because you're getting farther away from it. You want to maintain the same distance from your mouth to the microphone as much as you possibly can, and then to control those volume differences when the singer is singing, have them rotate off to the side. Don't forget to check the links in the description and hit me up on Instagram at ColtCaparoon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe tab. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.